Manangol scary urban horror legend David was a very good travel writer. He was very fond of visiting different countries of the world. Recently David came to the Philippines. Philippines is considered to be one of the most beautiful countries of Southeast Asia. As soon as he reached the Philippines, David started exploring the famous places there for a few days. He had heard a lot about many beautiful villages of the Philippines. After seeing some small cities and villages, David had now reached a very small village in Basilan Islands. That place was very beautiful and the people there were also very friendly. One day David was sitting near the river of the city when he saw a woman wearing a Philippines hat called salakot coming near the river and filling water in a bucket. David also wanted to take some human portrait photos for his blog. David started taking photos of that woman for his blog. Suddenly, while filling water, the head of that woman fell, and when David saw the face of that woman, he got lost after seeing her. That woman was very beautiful. He had never seen such a beautiful woman anywhere till date. David had never seen a woman before. Seeing her face, David kept staring at her. But as soon as David clicked her photo, the woman's attention went towards David. She understood that David was clicking her photo. Suddenly, the woman got very nervous and covered her face with her hat and threw the bucket there and ran away from there. David thought that he might have made the woman feel uncomfortable and she started feeling very bad. The day had ended and David went back to the only hotel in that small village. He was very tired, so he fell asleep as soon as he lay down on the bed. When David was in deep sleep, he felt as if someone was breathing near his face. As soon as he opened his eyes, his heart sank. There was a woman sitting near his bed, whose face was also covered with a Philippine hat. Only the lips of that woman were visible. David jumped up from his bed in shock. He went and stood near the door and started asking the woman who she was. The woman did not say anything and kept sitting there. David asked her again. Suddenly, the woman raised her head against David's neck. She turned towards him and started laughing in a very strange way. Her lips were completely black and David could see long, rotten, sharp teeth in her laughter. David got scared on seeing her. He picked up a water kettle kept nearby and threw it at the woman. She started screaming loudly. Suddenly 2 wings came out of her back and she started flying in the air. David saw that the woman did not have any lower body part. Blood was dripping from her half-cut flying body. The woman flapped her wings rapidly and flew away from there, shattering the window. David could not understand what he had just seen. He immediately called the hotel reception and told them everything. Some hotel staff members immediately came to David's room. Seeing David's fearful eyes, they understood that the person whom David had encountered a while ago was none other than Manangol. They told David that Manangol is a kind of evil spirit or witch who has the power to divide her body into half. She can divide her torso, i.e., upper body, into 2 halves. Its long tongue can separate itself from the body and fly away. Its long tongue can suck the entire blood of any strong man and kill him. Its real prey are always pregnant women, children and good-looking strong men. David was disturbed on hearing all this. He had never seen such a creature in his life. David never believed in all these things. But what he saw with his own eyes was beyond his understanding. An old manager of the hotel gave David packets of salt, crushed garlic and ash, and said that if Manangol comes in front of him again, he should throw these packets on him because it is said that the body of Manangol burns with all these things. The hotel people gave him another room near their room, and David went to sleep that night in fear. The next day David started inquiring about Manangol from the people of the nearby village. The villagers also told that every second day someone or the other was becoming a victim of Manananggal in the village. 13 people had been killed in the last month. out of which 6 were pregnant women and 4 were children. All the villagers were told about this. It seemed that a girl named Mian who lives in that village is Mara Nangal, and she is the one who is killing everyone. All the villagers wanted to kill Mian, but no one had the courage to fight her. David thought that he himself will go to Mian's house and check whether what the villagers are saying is true or not. David reached her house and knocked on her door. No one came for a while. The words of the villagers started affecting David's mind. He was afraid that he himself has come to become a victim of Manangol. Then suddenly the door opened and David became red with shame, because Mian was the same woman whom David had seen on the river bank. She was looking even more beautiful from close. Before David could say anything, Mian reached there and saw him. David asked her to delete his photo because he did not like a stranger keeping his photo. David apologized to her and asked her questions about Manangol. Mian started crying on hearing his questions. Mian told him her whole story, that how she loved a boy from the village, Kidat, who was her childhood friend, but 3 weeks ago on their wedding day, that boy became a victim of a Manangal. All the villagers thought that Mian was the Manangal, and they threw Mian out of the village, and now Kidlet has a 1-month-old baby in Mian's womb for which she is very scared. David apologized to her and told her that now he is convinced that Mian is not the Manangol. Both of them kept talking for a long time. In the coming few days, both of them became very good friends and they started spending the whole day together. David, who was drowning in Mian's love, had decided that he would take Mian back to Canada with him and would take care of her and her child. Both of them were going to leave that village the next night and go to Canada around 9:30 the next night. At 10 a.m. David left for Mian's house. On the way, he suddenly saw something flying in the jungle and vanished in the sky. David stopped there and started walking towards the jungle. Then in the dark, his foot hit something. When he saw what that thing was, he was scared to death. In front of him, the lower part of a half-cut body of a woman was lying on the ground and fluttering. He understood that the half-body was of Mana Nangal. Seeing this, he checked his pockets and realized that he had forgotten the 3 packets that the hotel manager had given him to save himself from Mana Nangal in the hotel itself. Then he heard Mian screaming from nearby. He ran to Mian's house. The door was open. David went straight inside the house. What he saw there made the ground slip from under his feet. Mana Nangal was sitting in front of him, biting Mian's neck and tearing his body and drinking his blood. The sharp nails of her hands were embedded in Mian's stomach. Seeing this, David called out Mian's name loudly, on which Mana Nangal's attention went to David. She looked at David in a very angry tone and attacked him with her long tongue. Before David could get up and do anything, Mana Nangal got up from Mian's stomach holding her dead child in her hands. David tried a lot to wake Mian up, but she was dead. After this incident, everyone came to know that Mian was not that Mana Nangal. David also went back to Canada after this accident, but he would hardly ever be able to forget that Mana Nangal. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel Kuni Monday.